What's happening, people? We're back here once again on CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts, and as always, I'm super excited to be back inside the building. We're going to jump into this one, the sounds of Tems with Crazy Tings. Now, we did talk about this track in the review we did of her most recent project. However, this is the full music video, so we're going to treat it as a normal reaction and song breakdown more than anything else. Looking forward to jumping into this one. If you haven't already, though, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff, just getting involved in the channel in general. And please do remember, guys, there will be a lot of cuts and pauses during this video. The reason for this is very simple. YouTube will block the upload unless we do it this way around, so there'll be a bit more talking and a bit more breaking down of the tune rather than listening to the tune. However, I will leave a link to the track if you want to check it out in full in the description down below. So without further ado, let's crack on with this one. The thing right from the start, that when I was reviewing this EP, just before we jump into it, that really stuck out to me was the versatility with which she applied herself. None of the instrumentals are identical. They're all very different styles. We've heard her on similar sounding tunes so far. Kind of stripped back Afrobeat influenced sounding R&B is her general bag that we've heard from her when she's getting involved in collaborations. However, this EP in general felt so wide in the sort of style of instrumentals she was using, and you can hear that straight away on this. It's very, very different in its arrangement. All you do is lie, lie, lie. All you do is try. See what I mean? So unique in its sort of sound. Those very subtle kind of percussive run-throughs, those little just such unique little rhythmic patterns. They sound sort of similar to things we've heard before, but they are unique in their structure. And then on top of that, you hear her vocal, which is sounding fuller every single tune. It's sounding like she's coming out of her shell in her vocal performance. What a way to intro this tune. Give me some time and peace. I'ma need space some days, and I'm just trying to do my thing. The growth on the instrumental behind her is so nice. Those really subtle guitar evolution chords, they're slowly growing into the background. She's becoming more and more full vocally as the tune goes further and further on. I'm just enjoying where this is going, to be honest with you. And I tell you what, the video is shot so nicely. It looks so clean. This is awesome so far, I've got to say. Why don't you see? You're not everything. Oh, that bass line. No, you're not the one for me. Gotta say, Tems looks amazing in this. Just as a person, she looks unbelievable. It's crazy. And then you couple that with just how cool the tune is. She sounds so smooth. Like she's the thing that she does so well is she holds her notation so well. She sounds strong as she sings. You then combine that with this instrumental, which is growing and growing and growing. You're getting those bass lines running through the middle of the tune now. That sort of such a cool line underneath, and the actual processing on the bass instrument is really smooth as well. You then couple that with the expansive percussion. This is dreamy in the entire way it's been put together. Crazy things are happening. Crazy things are happening. If you need somebody's grace, you fit jump some. I like the way the video has been shot here as well. It's like there's so much going on behind there. You've got people kind of protesting in the background with the signs above their head. You've got people kind of dancing around her. I quite like this in the sort of way. It might even be a bit of a metaphor for what's happening in her sort of musical career, I feel, because obviously she's kind of blown up moderately quickly, not overnight. It's been a long sort of process for her, but now suddenly there's loads of things going on. You're seeing her at like big events, and she's bumping into like celebrities. There's a video of her and Rihanna talking to each other out of nowhere, and it's just, and I suppose this is kind of like a visual interpretation of that. Like all these things are going on around her. She doesn't really know why they're happening, and suddenly the world is just exploding around her, which is crazy. It's a cool metaphor. I just want to turn my back tonight. Just listen to the percussion on this as well. Obviously, with this channel, I try to assess as much as we can. Primarily, we are here to talk about video-related stuff and, of course, the music production side of it as well. It's crazy. The level of clarity we are getting from these percussive lines. Everything about this on a rhythmic level is so smooth, yet so punchy at the same time. Everything, you notice every piece of drum work inside this tune, which isn't something you get to say often. And it's been so very well produced. You almost forget how good Tems is on it. You know, it's crazy. It's a match made in heaven, instrumental to vocalist. Wow. And you try to tell There's something about the way this video is shot as well, like lighting. There's a very slight looking sepia tone over the sort of color grading that's going on. It's so in tune with the tune, if that makes sense. Like the way the tune sounds, it's just smooth, like it's smoky, it's catchy, everything about it is just cool. And now we're seeing Tems' vocals really come alive on the tune as well, which is the bit that we've all been waiting for. It's like the main event. We're finally getting to see Tems come alive within the tune, and it just works. It works on every level, man. I'm enjoying this so much.
Crazy things are happening. Crazy things are happening. If you need somebody great, you feature up somebody's great.
Again, back to this sort of central perspective where everyone's kind of in a circle around her, looking at her, kind of the world's kind of going crazy around her, and she's just kind of keeping it cool in the middle. And I think, again, there's a bit of a metaphor behind that, potentially, or maybe I'm reading too much into it. That she's just trying to stay cool in the middle of an explosive world around her. That seems to be the sort of general theme we're getting from this tune. But on a sonic level, she's special, man. She is genuinely very special. I tell you what. The movement of the bass line on this instrumental, combined with the percussion, combined with those guitar chords, when you play them on their own, they sound like sonic honey. The way they're so smooth and so sweet at the same time, it's so well built that even when Tems isn't going on top of the tune, you still have this like powerful sense of rhythm and forward direction without it being too OTT. I need to look up the production credits on this because this one is stunning on a production level. And yeah, I like the fact they've included the instrumental bridge. It's something I always enjoy seeing. And there we go, rounding off towards the edge. I like that as a closing shot, I've got to say. Just slowly going off into the sunlight in the background. The film was produced by Ladder, Lex, and Annie Productions. See if there's an actual credit on here somewhere. No production credit from what we can see. But there we go. Very much enjoyed this one, people. Tems with Crazy Tings. A beautiful piece of music. A wonderfully executed vocal performance as well. A match made in heaven when it comes to instrumental and vocal harmony. So good. So good. We did do a full review for this album as well, which you can check out on the channel. Do go and leave a like on that as well. But that's it from me. Hopefully you have enjoyed this breakdown and technical analysis of this tune. As I said, we do try to do a bit more of a vocal approach rather than just listening and reacting. I try to break down the tune as we go. But if you did enjoy, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Obviously, getting involved in the channel, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. And do remember, you can catch me over on Breakfast with Kovu from 7 till 10, Monday to Friday on Trickstar Radio. If you want to get involved, please make sure you do get involved. It's a wicked show. Loads of different musical styles that are involved. And we'll see you all next time. Peace.
Them sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.